Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I want you to imagine a boy, yeah? A fat boy around 15 years old. He's sitting on his chair that is half falling off in his dark room at 3 a.m. in the morning. There's chicken wing bones from last week scattered on the floor. The room smells horrible. He doesn't even know what deodorant is. He's sitting there hunched over with this crap posture. And on his desk that he begged his dad to get for him for like 2 weeks for work, he has a monitor. On this monitor, he's looking at some questionable content. And with his hand, he's making some questionable motions. This is what happens when you let your desires rule you. You become subhuman. You become a slave to them. You just become a dumb animal, just pleasing himself. If you haven't guessed already, this boy is me. Allah says, "Have you seen the one who takes as his own God his desire? And Allah has sent him astray due to knowledge, and has set a seal upon his hearing and his heart, and put over his vision a veil. So who will guide him after Allah? Then will you not be reminded?" Suddenly some people might hear my description and think, bro, that's the life right there. Just sit in my room all day, just watching stuff, just playing video games. From personal experience, I can tell you it's not the life, man. It's absolutely excruciating. Living in your own waste, basically. It is a very, very sad existence. Very sad. No connection with Allah, no gym. My relationship with my family was horrible. I weighed 110 kg. Just moving around was difficult. I was just depressed and lonely and sad and angry all the time. Now, don't feel sorry for me. This all stemmed from my own decisions. My own decisions. The decisions in which I picked instant gratification every single time, and consequences ensued. That's what became of me. There's obviously still hope. I'm not like that anymore. I'm not sitting in my room at 3 a.m. eating freaking a whole massive bag of crisps like this big. So what can we learn from past Musa here? Yeah? First of all, clean your room. I believe your room is kind of like a representation of the inner state of your mind, or this inner state of you in general. If it's dirty, dusty, musty, then I mean, chances are you are too. If you want to live like a pig and sleep where you do the most heinous of acts, then be my guest. But that's not really my style anymore. Another delayed gratification activity, which actually helped me tremendously, was the gym. I mean, at the start of the gym, I kind of only did cardio and stuff like that, and I absolutely hated it because it was just hard. Moving around was hard at that weight. But after a while, I kind of got addicted to it. So it's actually a great activity now. Gets my blood pumping. You know what I'm saying? Actually made me feel better about myself. Stopped making me look like a literal woman. So that was a plus side. Now, don't make the mistake of thinking, "Oh, I started the gym. Now my self improvement journey is over now." It's not. The gym is only the beginning, or any other type of exercise, regimented exercise. It's the beginning, not the end. Okay, another thing that helped me a lot was updating my self identity. Now, you're probably thinking, why are you using such weird words? Yeah, listen, I'll explain it to you. Self identity is basically your perception of yourself, which is pretty self explanatory. Now, updating your self identity is you believing yourself to be something you kind of aren't at the moment, but you want to be. For example, I was 110 kg, I was a fat guy looking like a woman, but my self identity was probably changed to athlete, good student. Not at the time, good Muslim, because I wasn't really practicing at the time properly, but you get the point. If you're anything like how I used to be, your self identity right now is probably fat, disgusting loser, yeah? And I don't blame you, because your self identity is based on your actions, and your actions define your self identity. So the actions you probably are doing now are probably horrible. So redefine your self identity, and your actions will follow. It might sound a bit delusional, but trust me, it works here. Now, fourth of all, I've already mentioned I didn't practice that much. I'm giving you this advice right now. Yeah, start praying more. Allah is the disposer of all affairs. If He can create the universe, then He can help you improve yourself a bit, man. You hear me? If He says be, then it is. I'm very sure they can help you be a little less of a degenerate, inshallah. Now, prayer also helps you with awareness of your thoughts, awareness of your mindscape. Because obviously, it's 70,000 thoughts a day on average. You have 70,000 thoughts a day. Every single one of them cannot be from yourself. It's impossible. Prayer helps you be aware of which of those thoughts are your own, your conscious thoughts, which of your thoughts are whisperings from your lower self, your nafs, and which thoughts are just demonic, coming from devils themselves. Now, I cannot stress enough the importance of prayer. Please, if you don't pray, please start praying. Please. Okay, last one. Start focusing on your studies. If you're anything like how I used to be, you don't really care for school, you kind of just bullcrapped your way through school, you kind of just daydreamed through it and just waited for the second that bell went off so you could leave, run home. I mean, I couldn't run, but you get the point. Go home as fast as you can just to go back and play some video games or watch some YouTube videos or something. Sounds very sad, but it's kind of the peak of my life after school. I know you probably don't care about school and all you want to do is succumb to your desires, but take my advice. As someone who's been there and personally been through it, please focus on your studies. At least it'll give you some sort of happiness away from video games, YouTube videos, inappropriate content, etc. Right, that's what I want to end on. It's been a pretty long video, I think. But inshallah it benefits you. Take care of yourself, man.
أرأيت من اتخذ إلهه هواه أفأنت تكون عليه وكيلا أم تحسب أن أكثرهم يسمعون أو يعقلون إن هم إلا كالأنعام بل هم أضل سبيلا ألم تر إلى ربك كيف مد الظل ولو شاء لجعله ساكنا ثم جعلنا الشمس عليه دليلا ثم قبضناه إلينا قبضا يسيرا وهو الذي جعل لكم الليل لباسا والنوم سباتا وجعل النهار نشورا وهو الذي أرسل الرياح بشرا بين يدي رحمته وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا لنحيي به بلدة ميتا ونسقيه مما خلقنا أنعاما وأناسيا كثيرا ولقد صرفناه بينهم ليذكروا فأبى أكثر الناس إلا كفورا ولو شئنا لبعثنا في كل قرية نذيرا فلا تطع الكافرين وجاهدهم به جهادا كبيرا وهو الذي مرج البحرين هذا عذب فرات وهذا ملح أجاج وجعل بينهما برزخا وحجرا محجورا